Alright. Oh my god, 5 successes. So,
Nice.
you manage to attack it, but you can also spend successes on what's called stunt. To do combat,
Sorry, you're cutting out every other.
I cutting out for you guys.
Yeah, it's on
yeah,
some
before we
very.
just took a little dip.
Alright,
Amazon
so.
$100.
Oh yeah, my sword is in red. Damn it. I'll be back.
Technical difficulties.
Alright, I'm back. Should be. Is it better?
Yes.
Ah, cool. So, you manage to overcome his defense, so you will automatically hit and deal it a level of damage. You can also spend your successes to do what's called stunt. Stunt are complication, additional damage, or things you can do while in combat that you spend successes on. With 5 successes, you could, for 4 successes, deal an additional injury condition to the target. So you could hit it and do it 2 level of damage.
2 level damages a day.
Alright, so you manage to stand right where you need to with stick, and instead of whacking him, as he kind of bent down to try to attack Dave, you push the stick right into its eye socket, and you push it hard, and you see the stick just going through his skull with incredible strength and durability, and going out the other way. The thing lets out a blood-curdling scream, half human, half beast, as blood just splash everywhere on the snow, and it falls right dead on the ground.
I look over my work and actually surprised that I did any damage.
You are surprised, yeah, you're not very much of a fighter, but damn, yeah, you didn't know you could do that.
Meanwhile, back of the train, I'm just like, blood-curdling scream of death. You know, I think they did their job.
Or maybe it's another trap.
You know, while I'm on the train, I'm probably, just, brushing the snow off of Akala's ears or something. I'm going, I wonder what I happen to know mythologically about this thing.
You can do me an intelligence occult roll.
Let's give it a go. That would be...
Or science.
Science could also be an option, but it's lesser of an option for me, unfortunately. I'm not a big science boy.
Like, you will know different things if you use science of occult.
Yeah,
it's up to you.
So I'm gonna go with occult, and this would be 2.
Alright. Two successes, that's enough. You know that the Wendigos are Titan spawns, lesser Titan spawns, that originate from the pantheon of Manitou. They are flesh-eating monsters that are semi-intelligent. They can lay traps, they can mimic voices to try to lure the prey in, and they're strongly associated with winter. It's not that surprising to see one in the regions.
Right, so ultimately kind of everything we've seen out of it so far. No surprises that I would know about it that we haven't seen yet, right?
No big surprises that you can think of. They're fairly... you think you have heard legends of people transforming into Wendigos if they resort to cannibalism?
Alright, mental note, don't eat anyone on this trip.
But you're not sure if it's just a legend or if it's a fact.
Well, no reason to go testing that and try to eat a person.
Yeah.
Still, so I'm waiting on the train to see if they all come back successfully or not.
After a while, yeah, they'll come back. You can see that Leaf has her shoulder and arm are a bit bruised. Like the claws of Wendigo seems to have uh, inflicted not deep wound, but a superficial wound, but still, it's not that pretty to look at, but it's probably going to be fine.
I'll just kind of like point to the first aid kit like up on the wall.
I'll actually start tending to him since, well, medicine's my thing.
Yep,
And
it
of course,
is.
I'll just sort of knock on the engineer's cabin door and just say like, "We're all back on the train."
All right. Let's go back then. The train begins to start as Miguel. You wanted to look at. You wanted to treat. You wanted to treat Leave. You can roll medicine plus. I think you have a knack for that.
Yeah, I'll be using the damage conversion knack.
Oh, this one. Let me just see what does. What did,
I think against a bruise, it just instantly.
Yep, you just so describe to us. So you just heal her instantly.
All right, first off, I will basically do a classic lay my hands on the wound. I rub and I do this little chant in the wattle. And then I guess it's, well, time to get rolling.
No, you don't have to roll actually. It's automatic.
Excellent.
All right. You also gain a point of legend for your elf purview. If you want to use it for Marvel right now, you can.
Ooh,
I wouldn't know what to
thanks.
use it on.
That comes in handy.
Well, then just you would have gained 1 point of legend, but unfortunately you're already full on legend. So yeah. All right, you all back in the train in same cabin.
Am I visible again?
If you want to, yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go feed my dogs.
I offer you a high five. That was awesome.
To me?
Yeah.
That's. I didn't even know I could do that.
Leave. Runa comes to you and says, "Are you okay?"
Oh yeah.
How is that?
Yeah, fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Little bruised, but Mr.
Not anymore.
And I'm like waiting for his name. I know he left. Fixed it.
Miguel.
And I'm David Rain.
Nice to meet you. I'm Liv. This is Rona.
Hello. You'll see this this girl, this in a big coat with headphones on. Seems to be a bit shy. We are gonna stop the tornado. Quickly after, you feel the train starting up again. As you move on the snow, the blizzard storm seems to have died down, thanks to your marvel. What do you guys try to do? Do you just chill out, or you can do it if you want to speak right now and continue? You absolutely can. Otherwise, let me.
Do you think
I
that?
probably want to talk to Miguel a little bit here, but he's AFK, so.
Do you think that? You think that Wendigo was a setup?
Well, it's. I'm not sure it's actually a fully sentient creature.
That's
I'm sure
not
it
what
may
I.
be inclined to do something, but this doesn't seem to be outside of its nature.
That's not. I meant that thing was sent out to test us. Not the window is good. Something sent out the window.
I'm not sure. That would require evidence, ultimately, I think.
It's
Sure,
not
sure.
impossible, but I mean, also hungry animals try to get food.
True, true, true.
I guess it all
I'm
depends on, where are you two going to Blue Mountain?
to be honest, I'm trying to lay low. I've got it's to be honest, I'm trying to lay low.
Fair enough. A little sketchy, but fair enough.
A couple of talking ravens told me to. You?
Oh, I had a ghost tell me to. But I'm actually going to see if I can find a person named Francisco Mendez. Have you heard of the name before?
Not that I could have heard of.
Uh, Miguel isn't here, but I do assume Miguel is going to tell you that exactly why he's going to Blue Mountain to try to find this person.
Right. I assumed from your Miguel's incredible outfit that he was in fact the person I'm supposed to contact.
Probably, yeah.
But together we're going to be looking for him. It turns out he went missing a little while ago. He himself was a Scion. If there's something going on in Blue Mountain, and if it's associated with the Wendigo, perhaps it was sent out to perhaps stall transportation, or maybe it's just a consequence of whatever's happening there.
Do me an intelligence leadership roll, please.
Okay, that's gonna be 6.
Difficulty 1.
I got 2 successes.
You think it's very unlikely. Wendigos do not cooperate with other things, do not take orders. They're
Right.
really just driven by their hunger, and you are near the territory of Manitous, so it's not out of. It's not well. It's always strange to see a mythical creature of that, but you're in the middle of nowhere, so it's not really that that. It's not out of the question. It's not outlandish.
Right, the stories of the Wendigo are always about gluttony and hunger. It's undoubtedly was just driven by its own base instincts. It's unlikely that it was given an order. It's
If
going
you
to
do
be my final assumption.
even if you can do a bit of leap of logic, you already found one guy frozen to death and half eaten. Maybe they were like trekkers, hunters, or campers that or just lost people that went out of food and one of them turned into a Wendigo. Maybe, or maybe Wendigo just got to someone and used
Right,
it as
very much
decoy.
like the origins of such stories among natives who also ended up in very similar situations.
Yeah. But then again, it's not out of a question that it was sent or manipulated. But
Right. If I were to imply any association here, it would
it's
undoubtedly be
less.
a consequence rather
Yes,
than an action.
it's less likely than it just existing.
So that would be my final analysis, unless we see something different along the way. Welcome back, Miguel. We've just sort of discussed our reasons for being here, and I've shared that I'm here to assist you in searching for Francisco.
Yeah, excellent. A fresh mind is always good.
And
And just to refresh the conversation, the Wendigo is unlikely to have been sent by anyone, and if anything, it could only possibly be a consequence of something happening, or just happened to be here. It is unlikely to be working with anyone.
Well,
That's about where we are.
I'm here to investigate rumors about uh, a strong winter and the sun being eaten. So if there is an unnaturally powerful winter, that
Well,
would probably attract them,
You
right?
know,
It
that
is.
never sounds really good when you
Yeah.
say it aloud. Sun being eaten.
It was a bit.
I
The
mean, it's a
blizzard was a bit
bit
strong,
vague,
but
but
yeah, you're not sure it's unnatural, not a naturally strong winter yet, but it's definitely a bit cold. But you're not really bothered by it, so you're not the best judge for that.
It is like late November here. In the mountains, in the north.
I live in Chicago. I'm used to wind, and I'm used to wind.
It's actually about the same latitude, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, good. You should feel nice and at home.
Oh, I don't care, Matt. And this weather is evil to me.
Well, I brought 2 coats. So if any of you need a second one, well, I have an extra on hand.
Hmm, I'm already wearing 5 layers.
I don't know, does the layer of beads actually count as insulation?
Yeah, he gestures to his rather thick-looking coat.
oh, this is
I've been assuming this whole time you're dressed exactly like your picture.
this is shorts weather for me.
It looks like we just sort of talk about the weather for a little bit then.
Just a bit. Just a bit, but it's not, I mean, it's a normal piece of conversation.
But it does
So,
mostly look like we're just waiting for time to pass.
I assume we're mostly Scions.
Well, if you 3 fighting a mythical creature was an indication enough, I'd have to say yes, I assume you 3 are in fact Scions.
Eh, indeed, indeed that could be said for all of them.
Yeah, David, you're certain these people are Scions, or at least creature of legends. You know it. And you know they're from different pantheon. Uh, well, after a while, sorry, wait, yes?
Oh, I was probably just going to add and get us working together here. Well, since Miguel and I are going to investigate Francisco, and you're here to see about some very spooky sounding stuff, uh, and you have nothing better to do, would you 2 mind assisting us in our investigation? If there's something very strange going on, maybe it's best if we all handle it together.
Well, I do have a few. I do have a few skills I can do. My hands.
Well, I won't need those later until we're alone, but we'll keep that in mind. Uh, but I'd be glad to have your assistance.
No problem.
Likewise, man, like what?
Teamwork always makes things easier.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
All right. After a while of you guys discussing, well, your plans and why you're here, why you're going to Blue Mountain, you reach the intercom. Through the intercom, the conductor said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly arrive to Blue Mountain's last stop terminus. Thank you for traveling with us, and we hope to see you again."
Alright.
You, out the window, you can see the first real sign of civilizations. Uh, you can see most of them are small houses near the railway. But soon after, the train began to stop, and you arrive at what looks to be a very, very small way station. You're really practically the only passenger left in the train at this point.
Oh, that makes it easier for me to get my luggage then.
Yeah. And as you get off the train, you find yourself up in Blue Mountain. It's in the middle of the night, really, but there's still a bit few lights all around. There's Christmas decoration. And, well, the place is freezing cold, but a bit more welcoming than Wendigo Land. You find yourself out in the middle of what looks to be the way station. Oddly enough, seems to be very close to the center of town. And you find yourself on the street of Blue Mountain. There's not a lot of people out. Most of them seems to be inside. Streets look kind of clean, very neat, suburban neat. Nothing really insightful. Nothing. There's no homeless people that you can see of. The road seems to be very well maintained, despite the snowstorm. That have there seems to be another snowstorm, in fact, just in the vicinity of Blue Mountain, and well, it's less intense as the freezing blizzards that you have encountered where you found the Wendigo, but still, it's still annoying for some of you. Lived against doesn't seem to care at all.
Pulling up the scarf extra tight. You know, it's no California summer right now. It's probably still 70 degrees over in Los Angeles.
Oh man, first I've been this is the furthest I've ever been north. Furthest I've ever been, and here is Texas and New Mexico.
Well, for right now, I'm going to give you guys my cell phone number, and if you need me, you can contact me. I'll also be staying over at this location. That's where my residency is going to be while I'm here. I'm going to go check in and drop off my luggage and probably strike up some conversations. But if you guys hear anything around town, we'll get together and discuss it. I think the best option is just to spread out and talk to people.
As far as you know, because you were the only one who tried to find a place to, well, a place to stay
Right.
in Blue Mountain. There's really only one pagan breakfast. There's no hotel, nothing really of the sorts. It's really a small town.
Okay.
And kind of a closed one. Well, closed one. Closed in the sense closed to the rest of the world. It's really hard to access. Right now, with the snow on the roads, the train is a better option. So, yeah. You know where to go. The others, it's well, most of you must be kind of tired, but you don't really have a place to stay. So you're gonna have to try to find one.
Given that the place is probably empty at the bed and breakfast.
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm gonna go ahead and just quietly tell them, or ask them. You know, since you have a few more spare rooms, I'd like to actually book 3 more under these names, if you don't mind. If they happen to drop by, they'll have a room.
Sure. Well, first you actually need to go to the bed and breakfast proper.
Right, that's the plan.
It's actually more like a little. It's a bit outside of the main of the center of town. It's a big house. You can see at least 3 stories. It's like a little mansion, to be honest.
Mhm.
There's lights. There's lights in, and you enter the house. It's quite nice. It's a bit charming. There's Christmas decoration everywhere, and I mean everywhere.
They prepare
Uh,
earlier and earlier every year.
yep. There's a little counter with a little bell, but there's no one around. Strangely enough, but the door was unlocked.
Yep. So this is the front. There's a little bell. I'll go ahead and just lean on the counter, tap the bell, and wait to see who comes.
You hear the voice of a young girl or young woman, you're not sure. Say, "Come in, coming,"
Oh,
and
I'll
you
go
see
ahead and
this
go around and find her.
nerdy-looking girl rushing down the stairs and going around to up, going behind the counter and say, "Yeah, hello, sorry, I'm here."
Hi there. You must run the place, right?
Me? No. I mean, my parents aren't here tonight. I'm sorry, but
Oh, well, nice to
uh,
meet you anyway. I'm Lance. And you
I'm
are?
lazy. Lazy. Um, yeah. I can show you to your room.
That would be
It's already
wonderful.
prepared. All right. She takes a pair of keys and say, "All right, follow me."
Okay, I'll go ahead and follow her, and on the way I'll just strike up a little conversation. So, how have things been around this town? Looks all
Oh,
nice and quiet these days.
yeah. It's a bit boring. It's it's kind of the same. Mm. But
Guessing not a whole lot of people travel through, huh?
not really. No. I mean, where did you come from?
Oh, I'm from over in California.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I work over in Los Angeles. I'm a fashion designer, actually.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, it's a fun
That's
job,
cool.
really. This is actually one of my designer outfits right now. I say, like, showing off, like, my coat and the suit underneath.
She seems to be really into it. Wow, cool.
I actually have, like, a new woman's line coming up if you'd like to see some of the sketches.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And I'll just sort of,
Um,
like, reach into, like, my satchel and pull out, like, a notebook and just kind of flip the pages. Like, you see this one and this one. Oh, and this one,
she
this is a great summer one. It might come out next year.
she seems to really like it. Almost so that she stopped in her track to look at you and say, "Oh yeah, your room. Sorry, you must be Tad." Uh,
Oh no, I'm feeling pretty fresh, honestly.
it is. She opens one of the door, and well, inside you can see it's nicely. Again, it's decorated in the same warmy feeling style of the rest of the home. Lots of red, warm color. A nice queen size bed,
Oh, this looks very
a
nice. And I'll just
window,
like,
and yeah.
yeah. So I'll step in, set my suitcase down, probably just open it up and just start spreading it out a little bit. And I'll turn
Y-
around and just to Lizzie. Oh, thank you, by the way, Lizzie. You're very kind.
oh, you're welcome. We have
Uh,
breakfast until uh, well, until lunch, really. So if you want, you can, you know. Uh,
that'll be
yeah.
wonderful. Say, Lizzie, I got a couple more questions while you're here. This is the only place in town, right? To stay at?
Oh yeah, we don't have a lot of people, but it happens.
Do you have 3 more spare rooms, by the way?
Oh yeah, we have a lot of rooms.
Well, if I remember how much mine costs, and I just start pulling out the checkbook.
It wasn't really, it wasn't very costly.
Yeah,
Like,
so I'll just like
yeah.
write the amount and just like say, could you go ahead and book under 3 more names here?
Oh sure, yeah,
That'd be
no
wonderful.
problem.
Oh, and just one more thing before you go.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see a someone named Francisco
Oh
staying
yeah,
here.
yeah, of course, Mr. Mendez. Mendez, yes, yeah, sure.
Have you seen him recently?
No, I think he's left town. I don't know. He just didn't come back one day.
I see. Do you have any idea what he was doing in town, or who he may have gone to talk to?
Not really. I don't really know what he was doing in town, but he seemed to have. Yeah, he was talking to a lot of people, I guess, but mostly adults.
I see.
So you know.
Well, I'm gonna let you into a little something. I'm here
I
to
mean,
make sure he's safe. I think he's gone missing.
Oh well.
He had
I
a
mean,
room
his
here,
room
didn't he?
is. Yeah, I can show you.
That'd be
Can show
very
you his
kind
room.
of you. I
He
promise
still
I
has.
won't be taking anything.
Oh, it's fine. Just let me go get the keys and I'll show it to you. I'll be back.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and just unpack a little bit until she gets back and go check out the room.
Do you call the other guys meanwhile?
Yeah, I'll send them text message and just saying, like, you guys can stay over at this location as well. There are extra rooms under your names.
Yeah, text back. Oh, gracias, senor. And then I'd probably head over because I'm actually a tight bugger when it comes to money.
It was also like 8 p.m. like while we were still out on the tracks too.
So do you guys go to the bed and breakfast? I imagine. Or
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you enter this home and you see Lizzie that seems to be shuffling around the keys and say, "Oh, hello. You
Yeah, me-
uh you're Mr. Miguel, Mr. David, and Miss Liv.
See?
Yep.
Cool. I have 3 room for you. They're not super ready right now, but I can show them to you if you want. I'll
That
finish
would
them
be,
really quickly.
that would be appreciated, senorita.
Oh, there's no rush. I mean, take your time.
Yeah,
That's alright. She hands you each one a key set to each one of you, and begin to show you 3 rooms up on the second store, right where Lance is.
Oh, staying right next to each other. Very nice.
So what do you guys? I mean, we don't see a lot of people usually. Are you coming to visit family for Christmas or something like that?
Like I said, I'm here to invest.
Oh yeah, but uh, I was talking to the others. I mean, I also have.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interject.
No, it's fine.
Oh, I'm here to. I don't want to say I'm laying low or anything, so I say, I'm here. I'm just getting away from town. Okay, yeah, it's like, you know what? That's a good idea. It's like, I do. Is this your card? Is this your card? And then I reveal her card by pulling it behind.
Oh, you're a magician.
It, as a matter of fact, I am up and.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I myself am just look.
I got disconnected. Sorry. Yeah. What did you say?
Myself, I'm just a senorita. They're looking to sample this sort of everywhere north of the Rio Grande.
Oh yeah. Uh. Well, is your room? Oh, and you wanted me to show you Mr. Garcia's room, right?
Yes, I'd like to. I'm sorry, I just completely lost my train of thought.
It's alright.
Yes, you were getting Francesco's key as well, weren't you?
Yeah, it's right here. She unlocked one of the rooms and opens it for you to go in and check.
Okay. I will step inside to investigate. Now,
The
go ahead.
the room seems to have been used recently, although it's a bit cold. There's no heat left, so radiator probably isn't working. There's still a bit of clothes lying around. At first glance, there's nothing really interesting. Do me a culture cunning roll, please.
Okay. Could I go ahead and apply indisputable analysis as well to give myself an extra enhancement bonus to look around?
Yes, and
Which would
you
probably be the same roll. Well,
You
culture
also-
and judge, I guess.
you also have your specialty going for you, your fashion specialty.
Alright.
Could I make an assist roll for this?
Sure, of course.
I do have quick study.
So I'm gonna
Uh,
go ahead and make the first roll for indisputable analysis first, which is gonna be 4-5, I think.
I
And this
think
will
so,
give me
yeah.
1 enhancement on the future rolls, and then culture is gonna be 4 and what was the attribute to investigate?
Intellect, I think. Or
Intellect.
cunning, yes, cunning.
Okay,
Alright, so that's gonna be 9 and then +1 enhancement.
All right, I got
That's 3
one
successes.
success. I got one success on my assist roll for you, and since I have perfect partner, that doubles the enhancement it would give. But I think you might have hit your cap, so
Yeah, he already has +3 enhancement.
Well, it's +1 enhancement and then 3 successes, and then how much
no.
your assist would give, right?
With yes, with fashion, it's a one that's specifically you also have 3 enhancement.
Oh, so it would be 1 lower die. Okay, I see.
So what you see in the room, there's a lot of high quality suits that have been that are not laying around specially, but still this guy wear fancy things. Most of them seems to be made of violin nylon. There's also a nominal pin set representing a hummingbird on each of them.
Ooh. Well, I think that probably represents his patron, if I'm not wrong. I think there's a hummingbird associated deity, right?
Well, Miguel could tell you that yes, there is.
Yeah, indeed, man.
The hummingbird is a symbol of Huitzilopochtli. I probably pronounced that wrong. Let me check. I have it written down.
Paste it. We're gonna all get it wrong.
Yeah, I think it's pronounced Huitzilopochtli.
Well,
they
yeah,
actually have a pronunciation guide in the Teotl section. So
I know, but it's still
yeah, it's still not easy.
Huitzilopochtli. The god of war and sun. The Mexican god of war and sun.
War and sun.
There doesn't seem to be any thicker clothes, like any clothes suited for winter in his baggage, which would imply either he didn't pack it or he was wearing thick winter clothes last time he went outside. There is a map of the regions with that you will find. There's a blue Bluton Mountain circle down, and north of it there's also another circle, but there doesn't seem to be any indication of a map of any building or any landscape mark or anything like that. Landmark, sorry, not landscape mark, landmark. It's up the mountains, though.
Interesting. So it sounds like he's gone for a hike. I'll go ahead and snap a photo of that just to keep it with me. And of the
Lizzie is
hummingbird as well.
Lizzie is on the threshold of the room and just looking at you, waiting for you to finish your investigation.
Right. I think I've seen everything there is to see here, so I'll turn around to Lizzie and go, and just sort of like wave my phone. I think I got everything I need. Thanks, Lizzie.
No problem.
Wonderful. And I'll go ahead and step out of the room and let her lock it back up for now.
She will.
What is the time of day? It's probably like 8, 9.
Yeah, 8 9. It's lunch, diner time.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was 8 at night before.
Yeah, 8 and it's 9, 9:10. So it's you
Right,
know.
so it's AM, not PM.
Oh, sorry. No, it's PM. It's night. It's
Okay,
dinner
so it
time.
is.
Sorry, I have trouble with the weird system.
I understand. So I'll still go ahead and like get everyone to huddle up here a little bit and sort of share what I found. So it seems by the looks of it, he's probably gone for a hike up into the mountains at this location. It doesn't seem to be anything here, but it does seem like it might be a little treacherous. I think if we go ahead and get some rest tonight, I'll go and see if there's any sort of ski equipment or any sort of vehicles we can end up taking into the mountain. Make it easier on us if we want to go out that way. We could also go ahead and ask everyone around town at once, if we really wanted to, if we have more daylight.
You hear Lizzie interject. She wasn't listening on your conversation, but she comes back and say, "Oh, by the way, I'm gonna make dinner is almost ready, but do you any of you have like allergies or thing like that?"
I've none at all.
Oh, maybe to like fresh cut grass, but that's been a while. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm fine with whatever's on the menu.
I'm not
It's
picky.
meatball and spaghetti.
Okay.
Alright. And she goes back down, and you can smell the food being cooked.
Alright, sounds like it's time for dinner. Hmm. So, yeah, at this point, if we all go to dinner, I'll probably ask Lizzie a few more questions about like places around
Sure.
town where like ski mobiles or snow skis could be got, and what like the conditions in the mountains are.
Mountain? I mean, there's not really any skiing things around. It's kind of mountain. There's nothing really. There's an observatory, but that's all.
Oh, there's an observatory? I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
It's. I think it's because it's kind of small. I don't know.
Would it happen to actually be over in this location? I say, like, pulling out, like, the little map and with the circle on it.
Kinda. Yeah.
Oh, very neat. I'm gonna write that down real quick. Observatory up in the mountains where... Circled? Cool. Save that little note.
I don't think you. I don't think you're allowed to go there because light pollution, radio. I don't know. No radio phone thing. I don't know. There's. I
Do you
think
know
you have
who
to
runs
ask.
it? Is there, like, a local university or something?
Uh, I think it's Mr. Jones. He has a scientific team. I mean, I know. I know his son. He's my friend, and maybe I can. Uh, maybe I can arrange a meeting if you want.
That would be fantastic, actually. You really do get around.
I mean, yeah, small town, so we kind of all know each other. There's not a lot of other kids, you know.
Right, I understand.
I would like each one of you to do me a cunning empathy roll.
I will do that. Just let me get back to that.
Oh, I'll definitely do it. I have like 10 of those.
I got
Difficulty 2.
I only got one.
I'll
A cunning and what again?
Empathy.
Yep, to
All right, not enough.
I don't know if any of my specialties would apply.
Let's see. What are your specialties?
Well, my empathy is reassurance. That probably wouldn't apply, but I do have psychology
would.
under academics.
It would work. Reassurance would work.
All right. So then I have
So
two
it would.
success.
So yeah.
and I have six, and I have takes one to know one.
Takes 1 to 1. She's not lying. That you know. She's not trying to scam you to lie to you. But Liv and David, you both sense that she's helpful, but she's you think she's a tiny bit scared. Not of you particularly, and she's trying to point you, maybe very subtly try to help you. You're not sure. But there's something else she's not telling you, maybe?
You know, it's getting pretty late. Your parents are still out.
Yeah, you know, they're with over the old side. I think they went out for a drink, they don't really, you know. Yeah. She seems really bothered by what you just said, and she doesn't seem to know how to respond to that.
Now that probably might proc takes one to let no one off of our friend here.
Yeah, she is kind of lying. Yeah, she is lying when she says that.
I'm
Totally.
getting that lost orphan feel, you know?
Yeah, David, you can sense that she's lying when she said she doesn't really know. They went for a drink or thing like that.
You can be honest with us.
I mean, I would like you guys, one of you guys, to do me either an empathy or leadership or persuasion roll. Yeah, persuasion of empathy. Sorry, empathy or persuasion. She's possibly a bit on the defensive. No.
I'll try an empathy roll.
I'm gonna try presence persuasion, and if my approachable specialty applies.
Yes, it does. Difficulty would be 3.
Hey, listen, we're you don't have to keep any secrets from us. You know, I know we're strangers, but we're here to help.
Oh.
All right, so that's 3 successes plus the 1 enhancement.
That's more than enough.
Let's see what the last roll gets. And yep, that's it.
All right, just a moment. You see her kind of looking down at spaghetti, then looking up and says, well, I don't know where they went really, but look, there's something you don't know. I mean, there's something weird in this town, and I don't know what it is. But like most of our parents, they're always always busy late at night, and and like last month, okay, our friend Jamie, she disappeared. Her parent told her that she went hiking in the mountain and she disappeared, but that's bullshit because she never does that. She would never do that. And then the police says she just ran away, but again, that's bullshit. They're bullshitting us, and we don't know what's going on, but there's weird things, all right. And I don't know.
I think I'm getting about as bad of the feeling as you have right now.
Like me and my friends, we cannot trying to figure out what's happening because like a friend disappeared and Miss Mendez also disappeared because I mean he went to talk to my friend Edward and then he went up the mountain and now he's gone and I don't know what to do and you can see like tears begin to form in her eyes. She stops speaking and she tries to regain composure.
There.
It's okay. Okay. Um,
I wonder if something's going on tonight then, and I wonder if we need to go look into it. What do you two think?
I think if there's something going on, we should check on it.
Right.
You
Probably
should
the sooner the better.
you shouldn't go out just tonight. It's going to be a blizzard and I like the police, but there's not a lot of them, but it's kind of like a curfew, but it's not an official curfew, but I mean,
We should stay and investigate this first thing in the.
thanks.
I'm gonna do something here.
Yeah.
Can I accept a fate binding
You can.
on her?
Yes, you can.
Ooh,
Let me
stuff.
see. I want to see your callings. So I think you are a lover, a healer,
And a guardian.
and a
Yes.
guardian. So let's see.
I was thinking either bomb or boon companion. I don't really want to take canary or martyr because I don't want to get this character killed. But
so you are a lover. You know?
yeah,
Let's see the fate binding rules.
it's from guardian, canary, martyr, and nemesis.
She's
healer,
not a nemesis.
Yeah, no. From healer, it's boon companion, canary, or rival. Which I think only boon companion might sort of fit, but not
she's
really.
gonna be
and
she's gonna be a boon companion.
Okay. All right, that works. I figured either that or bomb from lover would work, but okay.
No, she's definitely a boon companion.
Okay, awesome.
Strength is no one, so for the current episode.
Yep.
Well, you technically regain a point of legends, but you're already full.
No, I used up a point.
Oh, you did. So you regain your point of legend
for the Marvel. Yeah.
Yep.
And if possible, can invoke it or compel that.
Yep. Uh, yeah. All right. So she seems to calm just a bit after after all that you said. She was really distressed a moment ago, but she seems to be a bit reassured. And she quietly finishes spaghetti.
Still need a plan, though. I'm just always worried that maybe there's something under time pressure we need to consider. But he's been missing this long. Who's to say it's tonight?
I mean, if you want to go outside at night, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of things you can do. But I mean, you know what? She finishes spaghetti and she gets up and she said, "Let me call my friends. Maybe he can help."
Thank you.
Okay.
She gets back in the lobby, and you can hear there's an old timey phone with a rotator, and you can hear her begin to call someone. Uh, she comes back after like 3 minutes and say, "Okay, my friend is going to come here, and I think he knows more than I do. So he's gonna explain. Maybe he can help you."
Thank you, Lizzie. And I'll shoot a quick text message on my phone over to my followers. And I'm just going to, send them like a short message of like, be prepared, something is terribly wrong. Could be a moderately sized cult. Could possibly be somewhere to the north of town at an observatory. Observe and prepare, and as always, wait for the signal.
Your follower will receive the signal, no problem.
Excellent.
After 15 minutes, while Lizzie is doing the dishes, you can hear the door open, and you hear the voice of a young man call, "Lizzie, I'm here."
Oh,
And you
she's over in the
see
kitchen. Come in.
this guy is coming. "Oh, hello. You're the newcomers,
Nice
right?"
to meet you. Yes, I'm
Yep.
Lance Torres.
"Edward Jones."
I'll reach out and shake his hand.
Liv, this is Luna. Runa.
Pleased to meet you.
David Randy.
He nods and says, "So you see Lizzie coming and say, Edward, maybe I think they came here from Mr. Mendes, and I think that, I told them something weird is going on, and I, Edward just nods, and before she finishes and say, so you're here to, what are you here for? Like, exactly.
We're here to find Francisco Mendez, but I think there might be more going on associated with his disappearance. Lizzie says that you happen to know a few of the things that might be going around town.
Yeah, I know. There's weird things going on in town.
Well, if you could tell us, we'd appreciate it. And don't worry about leaving out anything that you think might be too unbelievable.
Sure, but first,
we're the kind of people that deal in unbelievable.
sure, but first, I want you to promise you'll help us.
I promise.
It's
I promise.
it's what we do.
Cool. Okay, so my dad, he kind of runs the observatory, but this, I think, is in a cult or something like that.
And this is where many of the other town members go during the night, correct? Up to
Okay,
the
look,
observatory?
I don't know, but I've seen things. He takes out his phone, fiddle bit with it, and it's to you. And you can see the first picture that he took. Uh, in one street, people in cloaks in, going inside a car. You can see weird lights in the street at night, and there's another picture that seems to also have been taken at night near the observatory, and you see that police seems to be circling the place.
Hmm. Well, that's sort of as I suspected then. Did your father's already left for the evening, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Do you have the sense that anything in particular might be happening tonight?
I don't know.
So he doesn't speak very much of it, I take it. Or
No, of
anything.
course not. No, of course not.
Hmm. Has anyone else gone missing very recently?
Yeah, Jamie, our friend,
Hmm.
they told us a bunch of bullshit about it.
Right. I think I've heard the half of it. Hmm.
I think she went to check at the observatory. We told her not to, but she did. I'm sure of it. And now she's gone. Think
How
think
many
they have a
other
prisoner.
how many other of the kids around town feel the same as you?
Well, about 10, 15.
Hmm.
Small town like this, that seems like quite a lot of you.
Yeah, we're basically the oldest kids. We noticed, and like we have a bunch of pictures and weird thing, but we don't have any proof. And even if we did, like we don't really have any. We cannot drive yet, and there's not any town near it to help us. So
Well, I suppose
um,
that's what we're here for.
I
Do you
guess.
know
Seems
if
like many of the adults in town are very intent on continuing to sacrifice people up at this observatory, from what I've understand.
He has
And
a
I
look
think
of
now,
shock on his face.
and I think now
Sacrifice?
is
we,
the
we, we,
best time to stand up against this.
we don't know if sacrificing is what's going on.
I'll just sort of like roll my eyes a little bit. It's like, what else would be dramatically appropriate?
Edward and Little seems really distressed by what you just said.
All the more reason for us to stand together and try to stop it.
All right,
Each of your friends, this is a rural area. Your families have guns, don't they?
Some of them, yeah.
Then it might be time to gather those up and try to save your friend before anything happens to them. And maybe in the process, we can also save Francisco if he's still up there.
I don't think we should bring kids into this. I'm pretty sure the five of us can handle it.
They live here. If they don't stand up to this now, they still have to grow up in it.
We don't know how to use guns. We're kids. I'm only 15.
If we stop it now,
Out of character,
They
just
don't
to be
have-
fair, this is a rural area. Everyone probably knows how to use a gun.
yeah, most of them have probably been hunting at least once, but
Yeah, but there's a difference between trying to hunt and
and
arming
yeah,
yourself for war.
yeah, that's why my character is like, yeah, we should not be doing this. that.
Yeah, it's like I think we're going a little too far.
Look, if you want, we can, I don't know, make a distraction or something like that. But we're not going to fight our parents or our family. We're not going to kill them.
Hmm.
No, of course not.
That's fine. I think I
Listen,
know exactly how you can help then, if you're willing to do a distraction. If we can get the police out of our way, we're more or less free to go straight up the mountain, I think. And in fact, I have a plan for you.
All right.
And this is the
before
part where I will probably abstract it a little bit and go in between rallying the children together, using my inspirational aura to make it easier for them to do their stuff, and then giving them leadership and direction about what to do against authority.
Okay, but I think Penguin wanted to do something.
yeah,
Okay.
I was trying to ask, have you or any of the other kids seen any symbols, markings, writings? Even if you didn't understand them.
Like what? What do you mean, like graffiti?
Graffiti things written on paper, maybe things they were wearing,
Oh,
and
wait,
like
wait. He takes out his phone once again and swipe through his furiously through his picture, and there. It's not much, but it's all that we found. It gives you what seems to be the cloak um, with a symbol on it. Have you? Well, I assume all of you know Dark Souls, and right?
Yes, of course.
So you see the same, kind of the same symbol, a black circle surrounded by a tiny red aurora. I don't know how to get it.
Right. Yeah.
yeah, or I'm gonna make an occult roll if that's okay.
Yep, it will be
Yep.
difficulty free.
I could try to provide assistance as well. If
Sure.
it's smarts and occult, that's 6 dice. I'll go ahead and roll that first. Excuse me?
Well,
How about I just take the cake here?
yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll roll the assist roll if that's okay. If we can just retcon
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, no problem.
because I have
yeah.
that, so I give you a +2.
So yeah, 10 successes without re-rolling the 10s. Wow. So, this is clearly the symbol of an eclipse, a solar eclipse, which can mean a couple of things. For you especially, it's Grim Titan spawn because the sun is very important for the nature.
Mhm.
It's also very important for the tilt.
Right, they're sort of all
So-
about keeping that sun up or else the whole world ends.
Yeah. So it's definitely a cult. Probably. You doubt that this is a god cult. It's more likely to be a Titan cult. Of which Titan, you're not sure at all. Maybe you don't. What comes to you is Apep, but even then, you're not really certain of it. But yeah, it's
Well-
definitely.
That
Yeah?
should be the easiest bit of information to get once we meet someone face to face, I think.
Yeah. What else? What else with 8 success can you? The tilt have also problem with Titan spawn, like attacking when the sun isn't. When the sun is in eclipse, or when the sun isn't visible. There's also a possibility that this is the start of Ragnarok, but
Yeah, I don't see enough snakes around here for that.
snakes are not necessary for that.
Well, I
That's
mean,
not-
there's one
that-
really
that-
big one. Is there really a difference between one and snakes everywhere, you know?
Yes.
There's the snake comes after the 3-year-long winter and the sun being eaten. So
Yep. That's why.
What we have to worry about right now are wolves if we're thinking Ragnarok.
Right. Well, we have a large pool of possibilities, but they're all bad still. So I think we
Yeah.
still need to do something.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
all really bad.
All right. So I will ask Eddie to assemble the kids because I have a plan and some spray paint.
All right. When do you want to do that?
Let's see. It's already getting pretty dark out. I'm still feeling pretty good after dinner. We could probably go ahead and do this once it hits 10, and then we'll strike up the mountain.
Do you have equipment?
Well, and I'll just sort of, look to the sides like, no.
Then you probably should buy some.
Everyone else gets up the mountain somehow.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to take the road in a car to 11 you're coming, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. So if you do have anything on hand, and you'd be willing to share, and
Sure, we can try to get some.
excellent. All right.
Okay.
So we'll be getting some climbing equipment, starting distraction, and spray painting fuck the police all over the place. So that's gonna be fun.
Cool, but first I need to go home because if I'm not home by 10 or 11, I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
Okay. I understand. Well, sneak out when you can with all of your friends. We'll be here.
I'll just message him and we'll come to you tomorrow. Bye, Liz, and bye. You
All right. So, looks like we have a plan set up. And just so I understand, he's suggesting we're basically doing this tomorrow with what he said.
is suggesting tomorrow is at least when you're ready to scale the mountain.
Right. So we'll have a day to kind of rest, figure out exactly how we're going to do this, and get it done. So, all right. Plan in motion.
All right. So, because Az is not here, and I can base a lot of it around you having a TILT member with you.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to end this session early.
Okay.
But I will give you your band deed is to find Garcia Mendes.
My what?
Your
To
band deed.
find
Francisco Garcia Mendes. Yeah.
Bandine?
Yep.
Okay, find. How do you spell his?
Just a Mendes.
I'll just say find.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like that. Like that. Also, do you guys, Penguin and EHH, do you feel like both your characters have formed a bond of friendship towards while you were fighting the Wendigo?
Which one is he?
Which you and Penguin, your characters.
Which
Oh.
one? Sorry, I'm bad with names.
Leave.
Yeah. What's his character?
The
There.
one with the
The
shield.
healer guardian, the one
Yeah.
with the shield, I think, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, I might be. Oh, I think we might be hitting it off. Maybe. Sorry. It's. Sorry. It's the morning.
It's all right.
Fair enough.
So I would say you have formed a bond of friendship at one. You can write it on your character bio. Basically, whenever you try to perform an action that would influence that bond, like you're trying to help each other because you're friends, you receive one announcement, And if you try to go against this bond, you receive, well, the difficulty is higher because your friend, you don't really want to betray each other. Does that work for you?
I guess.
Okay,
All right.
that works. And I think that would actually fulfill my short-term goal, wouldn't it? To
Yes.
form a bond.
Yes, it would.
Okay, awesome.
All right. So for experience, let's see. Oh, sorry.
You're excused.
Hero, heroes, character creation, experience. So, each of you gain 1 experience for attending the game. Well, you get Liv, you get 1 more experience for having accomplished a short ending. Sorry, a short deeds term. And you get 1 other experience for having reached a milestone of having a blue mountain. Reminder, like your momentum. Don't hesitate to spend it, because if you spend more than half your momentum in a session, you gain additional experience.
Right. I think here, I need to figure out how to spend it, which so far,
On your
most
rolls.
lists actually don't spend it.
And I'm just trying to find where I can keep track of my experience.
If you scroll down to notes at the bottom of your sheet, that's
Yeah.
where I put it.
That's what I figured. And if I couldn't find anything, how much experience did we get?
You have 2.
And you could also spend momentum for bonus die. And
Yep.
I think Twists of Fate? Or is that just invoking a path?
No, it's invoking a path.
Okay. Also,
Alright.
from what I recall, if you want to do a feat of scale that doesn't apply to your title but does apply to one of your keywords, I think if you spend a legend and a momentum, you can do that.
No, just a legend.
Okay, because I thought it was a legend to. I think it's a legend for your title, but if you want to do a keyword instead of a title, it costs more.
No, it's as long as it fits, it doesn't cost more.
Okay. I thought it did because you're using a broader
I'm
thing
pretty sure
than-
it doesn't, but I'll check before next session.
Okay, I'm just saying it as I remember it. So
Sure. Also,
plus you're
right
the GM,
now,
you're free to change anything.
no,
So.
it's fine. I'm usually by the books. I haven't really gone over virtue, but we will go over that next session in more depth.
Right. I don't think we did a whole lot of things to necessarily cause anything like that to happen, right?
Not right now. No.
Yeah, no.
But you might do next
soon.
time. Yeah. You might. All right. What was this short RDM? No. Okay, no. Up. All right. So I hope you liked it.
Thanks for running. It was a good session.
Yep, this was
Thanks.
nice and fun.
If you have any critiques, remarks, things you didn't like, feel free to say it or to message me with it. I'm not against constructive criticism.
Okie doke.
No, so far I am liking the group.
Cool.
Liking the style. Now, that might change in other later sessions, but so far, good start.
Oh god. Yeah. All right. So I'll see you guys next week.
Okay, bye.
All right. Catch you guys
Take care,
next time.
everyone.
Catch you again next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.